What is up, everybody? We had WWE Monday Night Raw tonight. And in today's video, we're going to talk about all of the important bits from this show, where that leaves certain storylines, and where I think WWE takes things from here. So let's go. Hey, do you have a wrestling guy yet? No? Well, maybe it should be me. You should subscribe. I think the most important development for tonight was the fact that we're getting Gunther versus AJ Styles at the Rumble for AJ Styles' career. Now, I don't exactly remember how they phrased it. I think they might have just said AJ Styles' WWE career, right? So how this all happened was that Gunther was in the ring cutting a promo talking about how he is the career killer, how he retired Goldberg, he retired John Cena, and he's declaring at the Rumble how he's the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time, and how he's declaring himself for the Royal Rumble, where he lasted over an hour at last year's Rumble. He was then interrupted by AJ Styles. AJ Styles is like, you know what you did. You screwed me over. I should have won that match. I want a rematch. Gunther's like, I'm not interested in pulling double duty. I'm not interested in doing this again. But I will do it if you put your career on the line up against me. There was a few segments where AJ Styles was going back and forth. He was talking to Adam Pearce about it. He kayfabe called his wife, and his wife was like, kick his ass. So at the Rumble, we're getting AJ Styles versus Gunther for AJ Styles' WWE career. Really interesting story. I don't know where WWE takes it from here. I don't know what the plan is. The way I see it is Gunther can't lose because he has all of this aura now. He has this career killer gimmick thing. And if he loses, does that all go away? I don't know. Also, AJ Styles, yes, we all know he's calling it a career in 2026, but it's only January. It's January 31st, I think it is, that the Rumble's happening. Does he really end his career after a month? So what I'm thinking is, yes, this means that it's the end of AJ Styles' WWE career. So he loses at the Rumble, but then we get an AJ Styles run at TNA. TNA is the house that AJ Styles built. So I think that that would be a fitting end to his career. I think that that would be really cool for all of us to see. So what I'm thinking is happening is Gunther is winning at the Rumble, and then AJ Styles is going to focus on TNA. And honestly, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. The biggest bummer from tonight was Javon Evans getting injured at the hands of El Grande Americano. Not at the hands of El Grande Americano, but he was having a match with El Grande Americano, and something happened, I think, during commercial break, because I don't remember seeing it during the show. Like, we went on commercial break. When we came back, he was out by the announce table, and Michael Cole just said basically that he was injured and the doctors deemed him unable to compete. So Javon Evans is injured. I don't know for how long. I hope that this doesn't mean that he's out of the Rumble, because I have a feeling that Javon Evans was going to shine at the Rumble, and I hope that this doesn't stop that. I hope that it's a quick couple of weeks that he's out, he just gets some rest, and he comes back full gusto at the Royal Rumble. Real big bummer here, because Javon Evans is a breakout star. I don't think there was any chance he was supposed to lose tonight. So I don't know. I don't know exactly what's going on. I also don't know what's going on with El Grande Americano, because he turned face at AAA this week. And here he's still acting like a big heel, and it seems like he's still a heel at WWE. So really interesting, kind of two sides of the same coin. I don't get it. Maybe we're turning El Grande Americano face at some point. Anyway, the biggest bummer was that Javon Evans is hurt now, and I hope this doesn't take him out for a long time. We also had Maxine Dupree versus Becky Lynch. I went back and forth before this match about who the winner would be, because I wasn't sure where WWE was going with this. I keep thinking that AJ Lee is going to come back at some point and get involved with this storyline and build some sort of story with Becky Lynch to fight for that title at WrestleMania. And I'm pretty sure that's probably still happening. I'm pretty sure the two will cross paths at the Rumble. But what happened tonight during this match was that Natalya came out with Maxine Dupree. She was said to be in her corner. She said she was there to watch her back just in case Becky Lynch tried something again. I think we all saw it coming, but Natalya got involved and cost Maxine Dupri her match. So she put Becky Lynch's foot on the rope, and it looks like we now have something going on between Maxine Dupri and Natalya. They're probably going to have a match at some point, hopefully not in the Rumble, because I kind of do want to see both of these women in the Rumble. But after the match, Natalya then beat down Maxine Dupri in the middle of the ring, and like I said, it looks like they're feuding now. So interesting turn of events there. Like I said, I've been waiting for AJ Lee to come back to start something else with Becky Lynch. We haven't seen her in a while, hoping that the Rumble is where all of this happens. And I think that that's the match that we're all expecting at WrestleMania, that we all want at WrestleMania, is Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee. So we'll see when WWE starts building that up. The whole thing with Adam Pearce and the Vision is really weird to me too. Braun Breaker is still suspended. Paul Heyman kept coming up to Paul Heyman kept coming up to Adam Pearce and being like, "Oh, I'm surprised you had a good week. You should expect a phone call. I expect you to get a phone call." And Adam Pearce is like, "I don't care. Braun Breaker's still suspended. He put his hands on me last week, blah, 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 blah." And then I guess Adam Pearce gets that phone call that Paul Heyman was talking about. And then he comes back to Paul after the Visions match, which we'll talk about in a second. And he's like, "Ask Braun to be here next week. I want to have a chat with him and work this all out." So I don't get where this storyline is going. I don't even understand why they had to suspend Braun Breaker. We'll see. I'm more confused than excited. I'm more confused than expecting anything. I feel like this is something that isn't really going to pay off for WWE. Is par for the course sometimes. But anyway, like I said, the Vision had a match against Dragon Lee, Rey Mysterio, and Penta, that being Logan Paul, Bronson Reed, and Austin Theory. And this match ended with shenanigans because Logan Paul had his brass knuckles. I think he was trying to give them to Austin Theory. Adam Pearce was ringside. He took those brass knuckles from Austin Theory. He threw them. Rey Mysterio then picked them up. He used those brass knuckles on Austin Theory. Penta then gave Austin Theory a Penta driver, and the three, Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, and Penta, win this match 1-2-3 after shenanigans, after using heel tactics, apparently. So apparently it's cool for them, but it's not cool for the Vision. I feel like this is going absolutely nowhere. I don't get the point of the storyline. Maybe just to team up the three masked luchadors versus the Vision. I think the story should just end. I don't know. I'm not a fan of this storyline. I feel like the Vision should be going after titles. They should be going after the tag titles. Someone should be going after the IC title. And Braun Breaker is already going after the world title. I don't think that this storyline is interesting or even in their character. Not a fan of it. Just call it a day, WWE, honestly. Before we get to the main event, it is Royal Rumble season, so everybody's declaring into the Rumble. Today we had Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, all three women from the Judgment Day. We had Jey Uso, we had Gunther, we had Bayley, we had Lyra, all declare into the Rumble. Like I said, it's Royal Rumble season. We're going to get a whole lot of these happening over the next couple weeks. Whatever. We're also probably going to get some qualifying matches, which is why none of this makes sense. Some people are just able to declare. Other people have to qualify for the Rumble. Whatever. WWE doesn't make a lot of sense sometimes. We keep getting video packages for Obafemi. So I don't know when Obafemi is expected to be here, but the dude sure keeps announcing he's coming. And he does the same thing at Smackdown. So I don't know which brand he's going to join. We'll probably get him at the Rumble. That's probably when he comes in. But I don't know if he's going to be on Raw. I don't know if he's going to be on SmackDown. I feel like SmackDown's doing pretty great right now. So maybe put him on Raw and see what happens there. Make him take the title away from CM Punk. I wouldn't hate that. And I love CM Punk. Also, apparently there's a fatal four-way for number one contendership for Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso's tag team titles. I don't know who's all in it. I know that the New Day today made their intentions clear that they want to go after the tag team titles. I don't know who the other three matches are or who the other three tag teams are. But if you saw my predictions videos, over the last couple of weeks, you guys know that I think the New Day should dethrone the Usos as the tag team champions, further making Jey Uso spiral. So I do think that that's the way they're going, at least with having the New Day be the number one contenders and challenge the Usos for a tag team titles match, because they are honestly the two greatest tag teams in the WWE today. So yeah, number one contenders match. I don't know who's in it, but the New Day's in it. Also, WWE had this Martin Luther King package because today is MLK Day, where, I don't know, they're trying to make us forget who they work for, who they're aligned with, who WWE was owned by, who Triple H works side by side with, who his mother-in-law is, who she works for. WWE really wants us to not think about these kind of things. So here's a nice Martin Luther King Day package, and we all know who you are, WWE. We all know what you represent, so nice try. And in our main event, as we all know, it was CM Punk versus Finn Balor. It was a great match. I don't think anyone expected a bad match out of these two. But also, I don't think any one of us expected Finn Balor to win. And of course, CM Punk got the win. After the match, he raised Finn Balor's hand, which, I don't know. I think this was probably just a one-off. I don't think that this means Finn Balor is turning babyface. I don't think that this means that Finn Balor and CM Punk are best friends now. It was just, it was in Northern Ireland. Finn Balor is Irish, so raised a hometown hero, although they're two different countries. He's from Ireland, not Northern Ireland. They're two different countries, but he raised his hand so that Irish people, because for WWE, they're all Ireland apparently, could cheer for the hometown boy. But yeah, I don't think that this means one of them's turning face or that they're best friends now. One-off story, whatever. I don't know where Finn Balor goes from here. Maybe he'll be involved in some multi-person match for the IC title at some point and take that away from Dominic Mysterio and then have a storyline there. I don't know. Finn Balor just can't get a win, and I just feel like the stories that WWE have for him are just not doing it, and they're not elevating Finn Balor. Finn Balor is an amazing wrestler. In ring, he is one of the most exciting people that I've seen, and WWE just isn't capitalizing on him, right? So I don't know where they take Finn Balor's character from here. I don't know. I tried to think of a few things, but I can't. I literally can't. As far as CM Punk is concerned, like I said, these were all just filler matches. I don't know if he's going to have a match at the Rumble. Probably not. He's probably going to take the Rumble off, right? And I do think that at WrestleMania, it's going to be Braun Breaker versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. So I think that this is all filler for him. We have a couple weeks before the Rumble. He'll probably have another match on Monday Night Raw against someone who definitely won't beat him also. And yeah, we're just wasting time as we get to the Rumble. We're just filling time as we get to the Rumble because we need to keep our champ on TV because everyone loves CM Punk. But like I said, fun match, fun, mini feud that they had. Great. No love lost. Nothing huge comes out of this. Nothing huge happened during this. So CM Punk is still your champion, and WWE is just waiting for WrestleMania to build actual storylines for CM Punk. So there you have it. Let me know what you thought about tonight's Monday Night Raw. Let me know what you think is going on with this whole Braun Breaker thing because I can't figure it out. Let me know if you think that CM Punk will have some sort of feud, some sort of match at the Royal Rumble. I feel like he's just not going to be there. We also didn't see Stephanie Vaquer tonight. I thought that they were going to further develop that Stephanie Vaquer and Raquel Rodriguez feud. But we didn't get anything there. Just kind of Raquel Rodriguez being like, whenever she's back, I'm getting a title shot and I'm going to beat her. So, okay, cool. But yeah, tonight's show was very quick. There was a lot that happened, but also not a lot that happened, right? Like it was fun, but also it was just a bunch of people declaring for the Royal Rumble, which that happens this time of year. So Yeah, like I said, the best part about tonight is knowing that we're gonna get that Gunther AJ Styles match at the Rumble for AJ's career. Let me know in the comments where you think they take this. Let me know who you think wins. Let me know if you think this is AJ Styles' final match at the WWE. Maybe it's his final match overall, and we don't get that TNA thing that I'm suspecting. But anyway, though, as always, since you made it this far, make sure to drop a like, make sure to follow, make sure to check out my other videos. Let me know in the comments what you thought about tonight's show. And as always, have a nice day.